If you like the video, please come in and share it. Today I got my NFL draft prospect special. Jermaine Johnson, defensive end, Florida State University. I'm Vincent Turner, Mr. Football. So if you like the video, please come in and share it. Jermaine Johnson. Effort. Leader. Able to overcome adversity. I like this young man right here. I really do. I think he's going to be one of the best pros that come out of Florida State. They're playing the National Football League, and he only played 1 year at that school. Think about the young man's journey before I get into his skill set. Went to JUCO college in Independence, Kansas. Was on that Netflix special, Last Chance U. When he came out of high school, didn't have no offers. But think about where he's came from that time. And really, when you're talking about a young man that's paid the dues, that's went through obstacles, and has stayed focused, Jermaine Johnson has been that guy. Now think about this. Before I get into the skill set, this year he could have been part of a national championship team at the University of Georgia. Think about that defense if they would have had him. That right now it's going to have at least maybe 4 or 5 players drafted in the first 75 players of the draft. Jordan Davis, Channing Titler, Quay Walker, Nakobe Dean, Deron Kendrick, Louis Sign. Just think about if that young man would have still been part of that football team. But he wouldn't have been able to get on the field. And then the best player who got suspended, Adam Anderson. But he had enough guts to go to a place that's got royalty, man. That's got stars that's came through there and played in the league. All the way back to Bobby Butler. All the way back to Ron Simmons. All the way back to Deion Sanders, Leroy Butler, Jamal Reynolds, Peter Bower, Corey Simon. He decided to go to Florida State. And Florida State ended up going 5-7 that year, this past year. Then they lost to Jacksonville State. But if you go back and watch the Florida State film, there was one guy that stuck out on me all the time. Every week was number 11. And he was still playing hard at the highest level. And had just really been on campus not long. But to me, he was the mainstay for Mike Norrell holding that team to go 5-7 last year. But looking at the skill set, 6'5", 262 pounds. And he really works. Leader, A+, his skill set. Athletic, A+. Tough between the tackles to block, A+. Physical at the point of attack. He'll thump you. He's a thumper. Pass rushing moves off the charts. Spin move, A+. Double hand swipe, rip, A+. Plays at full speed all the time. Downhill defender, A+. Great in pursuit. Never gives up on the play now. I just mentioned physical tackler, A+. The upside is massive. Right team, right coach, he might be a Pro Bowler. A terror to block. I wouldn't want to face him every other day. Athletic playmaker, A+. In the competitiveness to go in the National Football League, A+. Jermaine Johnson has got all that. His production in 1 year at Florida State, 70 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 12 sacks, 2 passes defended. This young man, outstanding ACC Defensive Player of the Year. first team All-American. And what he had to overcome and started his journey in 2017. But I like him because he had the guts. He could have sit right there at Georgia. Probably would have still got drafted, maybe in the Lord, but he wouldn't have got the time. And he went to Florida State and put a resume together. Man, I love him as a football player, man. He reminds me of Billy Ray Smith, who came in when I was a sophomore at the University of Arkansas. Daddy had played with the Baltimore Colts, and Billy Ray came in Arkansas. A lot of people don't know. Billy Ray Smith played defensive tackle at 235, 240 pounds at the University of Arkansas for 4 years. Then he got to the San Diego Chargers and became a decent football player at the middle linebacker position. But Billy Ray Smith, he gave effort on the inside. And when I think about Jermaine Johnson, when you talk about effort players that's played at the next level, Carl Eller, the Vikings. Jermaine Johnson is from outside Minneapolis. Fred Dean, Frisco, San Diego. The late Chris Doman, Pittsburgh, Minnesota. Gerard Allen, another Minnesota Viking, and Kansas City Chiefs. And Justin Tuck, New York Giants, Notre Dame. All of them, they brought it. They brought the effort. And this is what the young man got right now. Florida State should be indebted to him because he held that football team together. That football team could have easily went 2-9, 1-10. It would have been a laughing stock under Mike Norrell. But he came every week and gave effort. So, my final words about Jermaine Johnson. He's going to be a very special football player at the next level. And if you want to go look at one game this past year, go look how he went up against Zion Nelson, the offensive tackle of the University of Miami. And go watch that battle. It was a classic. Florida State. Y'all produced a great football player in 1 year. And a guy who's going to be a first-round pick. And whoever team takes this young man, you're going to get a football player that's very, very well-schooled and how to be mature and handle adversity and bet on himself. So, when I think about Jermaine Johnson, there's only one song I could come up with, baby. You know how I do it. I'm Vincent Turner here, 100 Yards of Football. The great Robert Plant, Led Zeppelin. There's a lady who sure has all that glitter. It's gold. And she's buying our stairway to heaven. Jermaine Johnson started at Independence College, JUCO in Kansas. Went to the University of Georgia. Saw he couldn't get no time. And then on top of that, he got his stairway to heaven. Thank you. We should appreciate it here at 100 Yards Football. I'm Vincent Turner. Thank you.